Rests to. Let me. I'm so bored. Alright. I'm good. What y'all up to?
I'm ready.
Trade League. Fabricating.
Statute in restraint of appeals. Huh.
Are you ready, Mr. Sid?
Yeah.
Alright. Crippling poverty, here we come. I have not played Brandenburg. I haven't played EU actually in a long fucking time. If I remember how to do this.
The ideal opening, you have to get very lucky as Brandenburg. If you attack Mecklenburg, which you can't here because he's allied with Poland immediately, but if you can attack Mecklenburg, and then while you're invading him, when it gets attacked by the Hansa, or by the city of Lübeck, vassal them, and then it puts you at war with Lübeck, and then you can take Lübeck early and not be poor. But
Yep.
it's quite hard to get that set up.
Well, the other good one is where I actually just get Neumark from the Teutonic Order, because then I can immediately attack Pomerania, and then that gives me a whole bunch of fucking dev. But in my life experience, it doesn't happen that often. Brandenburg is. I would not wish on my worst enemy.
Wow, we just got a fucking 5 shock. What the hell? How is that even possible?
Amazing. I guess I should probably stop fabricating on. Fabricate on that. Romania and Lüneburg. Is there gold in one of these provinces or no? Actually, just the
It's
yeah,
gold
that's just,
in the Czech Republic. It's gold in Tyrol. It's one in Slovakia.
yeah.
One in Kosovo.
I was thinking of Voltaire's Nightmare, where there's gold in Braunschweig.
Gold in them there hills.
Ah, playboy. Oh, I got a 2 fire general. And you'll notice I said 2 fire because he had no other attributes. Just 2 fire.
I mean, I got a 5 shock, but I'm kind of lamenting, because, like, can't really use him now, so he's just gonna fucking die. It's gonna drill the army
Well, you can
his whole career and then just expire.
attack the Danes. Oh fuck! Of course, Pomerania allies with Denmark.
Enemies, yeah.
Of course, Pomerania allies. Oh, I can get Poland to ally. Perfect. Poland to kill the Teutonic Order. Their truce up, 1450. That's right, this is the classic. Poland is your cudgel. Hey, that's my boy.
What the hell? The Danish rebels are attacking me. What the fuck, game? I was counting up. Stupid ass game.
discommunicated. Did you declare a statute of restraint in something or other, or did that?
I did. I demoted them. He apparently does not like that.
It's weird. You'd think he would like that. Wait, I don't have a core on this? I thought I would have had a core.
Oh, I know how to get Mantua and Milan.
It is laggy.
It's very, very laggy. Like, okay, you need to pause because this is very bad.
I paused. I paused. Yeah.
This is gonna.
that
Like,
me
I'm
then,
trying
or-
to declare independence.
I was just.
It's paused. It's paused. You're not catching up.
I was just about to say, I know how to get Mantua and Milan into my war. I'll promise them both territory.
That'll do it. That's the way. That's the old classic.
Yeah, you can both have Modena. Just split it between you guys.
Okay, is it the 30th?
It is the 30th.
Okay, unpause.
A little 2-speed.
This is very bad. Lag.
You're only a day behind right now.
Okay, that's good.
Now you're literally just keeping up. Money. They're both awful. Son of a bitch.
It's funny how when I play as like Mexico in this game, like AI England is somehow able to transport like 140,000 units over. But here I'm playing as Sweden and like England sends out 20 unescorted cogs to the North Sea, which is instantly sunk by Denmark. And England doesn't land a single regiment to support. It's just interesting just how this game works.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Sounds,
Checks out.
sounds like
Checks
this
out.
game.
Checks out. I once was at a party. I hooked up with just the girl with the most impossible boob. Never able to find her again. Quite sad.
Be a great title of a book, that, with the girl with the impossible boob.
They were gravity defying. They were a slap in the face of Newton. Granted, she was, 21 or something, so kids had not quite dropped at that point. But they were truly a remarkable work of God. I'll never forget them. I don't know who she is. Never able to find her again after that night. Occasionally I look, I'm like, hey, I know Karlsruhe. That's all I got. It's just not enough. The Empire. Everyone's got a friend.
Now I see the Danish rebels. I think he's trying to go to like Shalen, but he's walking like all the way around to do it. So of course he just walks through all the Swedish forts and shit. Like, of course. That's exactly what's happening here.
God, the Teutonic Order and their 16,000 soldiers is awful. 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 Oh, that's a good idea. If you have... No, you won't have Star Wars. Ignore me. Oh, that's excellent. Best news I've had all day.
So the Grandmaster
Fabulous.
of the TO in the middle of this war with like Denmark and Pomerania, like every fort in his country is under siege. He's like, hold on a minute, I have to offer the sale of Neumarkt.
No, but at the same time,
like
it kind of makes sense.
It's like
'cause
artillery
I need the
guns,
money.
like everything's blowing up around him. It's like, hold on, let me write Machiavelli for a minute.
I don't know. No, man, I stand by it. He's like, dog, I need the money. He's like, fuck this shitty Brandenburg thing. I'm gonna get attacked with these woods, these German woods. I'm doing nothing with. I'll take the 100 ducats from the Berliners and be the fuck out. I'm with it. Oh, fucking Braunschweig is allied with Morania. Because then I have to deal with both their armies.
It's funny because normally the Teutonic Order just gets destroyed by Poland, but then they're going to get destroyed by Denmark. They're Poland.
You saying that I'm not going to be committed to my ally once I'm free? And I'll just break the alliance immediately? You saying that all his efforts are for naught?
No, I think you will join the war. You'll just not do anything.
If you want to, defend EO so I could take it, I'm not going to complain. I want to make Austria left. That's what I want to do. Right. Make Austria want to ally me. Why does Austria give a shit about my naval strength? Are you fucking kidding me? You have one port. Brandenburgian naval strength, minus 14. You have one port, bitch. The Austrian emperor, the emperor, is sitting in Vienna. He's like, well, I know I could use a power to help secure my reign in the north of Germany. But he has no ports. His lack of control over the North Sea will undermine my rule. I need to find an ally who can really protect Gortz.
Can't argue with that.
I remember us playing one game in single player, and I was looking when it happened that the Austrians sold Gorz to Venice, and I looked at the Austrian leader and he had the trait that made him sell provinces. I'm like, why doesn't the AI ever do that for me?
What, quick question. Where's the Pomeranian army? Do you see it somewhere? Manchester?
I don't say. It was invading
He's at war with you.
East Prussia a minute ago. I don't know where it is now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's probably walking through Novgorod, most likely. Oh no, he's in East Prussia still. He's attacking Königsberg. He's got 7,000, which is about to rout, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I'm
it's
thinking of
routing.
attacking him, but Alright, I'm gonna take a
Pretty
gamble.
weak right now.
Wish me luck.
Oh, don't do it
The
if
thing is,
Denmark joins, though. Denmark will probably
No,
bury you.
Denmark won't join. Denmark won't join, but I need to take out Braunschweig quickly before he gets involved. That's the trick that I'm doing here.
So there's 5,000 Pomeranians routing back to Stettin. If you time it, I think you might just declare on him and wipe it, I think, if you wait another week here.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I see them
He has 0
routing.
morale right now. You can do it
Yeah, I see
before
him
March ticks over, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll try. Hold on. Oh, Saxe-Lauenburg. Fuck, I waited too long. I should have just done it. Well, I guess he's routing now. Yeah, the problem is now I have he got Saxe-Lauenburg to ally him, which is really unfortunate because that's too many now. Alright, I just have to wait for Poland to want to be my friend. Where I'm at. Oh, that's so unfortunate, honestly. Holy shit. That was the moment. I should have just declared and then moved my soldiers over.
Surprised he's able to declare war. I mean, they can ally because he's at war.
Yeah. But I think maybe because he can't call anyone in because he's an ally in the war.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can't do this. It's too risky because they've got 12k. I've got 11. Fuck. Life sucks. Alright. Gonna sit here for a little longer. wonder if I change my vote, if then the Emperor will love me.
Nah, they don't give a shit. Gives you a little temporary relation boost.
Ironically, I don't think it gives you a bonus, but if you change your vote away from him, then you get a malus, so... as long as you don't vote for him, he's like, yeah, I don't give a shit, but like...
Oh, you stop voting for me, you piece of shit!
and then he's like, wow, rude.
Alright. Florence, are you rich? Guess you're not rich yet. You only have 3 provinces. That's Brandenburg, Pomerania, and Gera. Maybe I do it like this. Slightly convoluted. Might be the way to go here. I think maybe I actually attack Braunschweig and use that to attack. Fuck Saxony over. This is the play. I figured out the play, boys.
So glad King Henry VI is taking the time to help me win this war.
In between epileptic fits and...
What was funny about that? That wasn't... Where was the comedy in that statement?
I have no idea. There clearly isn't any.
Just a clear statement of the situation.
Alright, I'm fucking Saxony over. I'm gonna do some shenanigans here. If you can piece Pomerania out separately and you get them to abandon their alliance with Denmark, I'm just pointing out, I'd be cool with that.
Denmark.
Yeah. Or everyone would be even better, obviously.
If they give me the fort in Stettin, I can.
Pomerania, wait, what? Oh, if your allies take it. Okay, yeah. Because you're the war leader, right? So you could probably do that. So when Stettin falls, yeah, do that. That'd be awesome. And then I'll just attack him right away. And then I don't have to fuck Saxony. I don't have to do the other shit.
It's two
best life.
2 infantry from Holstein that like they appear out of the wilderness, like raid Finland, and they disappear when my army gets there. They just keep doing that over and over again. It's really dumb. It's annoying me. It's annoying
the Holsteinian resistance.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I knew this war was going to be a bit of a gamble, but Denmark had a lot of rebels just sitting on
worked out, no?
just sitting on stuff over here. So I was like, oh, let's give it a try.
%. Beautiful. Beautiful. That shit is full. Are you looking forward to being able to take one province in that war?
Mm-hmm. It's really exciting. It's in the HRE as well, so I'll get my ass
that's what I
kicked.
said. You get one province. That's it. Actually, if Mantua hadn't taken Ferrara, you might have been able to take that too. But
It's okay. I can wait.
I don't know why you didn't play Milan now. Milan is the Uber race.
Tuscany has.
Tuscany is just as good. Yeah.
Florence, I think, has marginally, like, a tiny bit better ideas, and it's also a really cool red color, which really improves my morale.
You goofy bastard. Fuck, will the siege end? I want Stettin to be pieced out. The English are sieging it now.
Yeah, Tio actually pieced out, but England was there.
Carry the day. Because they know the Poles are coming.
Denmark took Danzig, which is actually like good because they'll get a rebellion there. Pretty big one. They probably won't be able to manage.
I've never watched with such intent another war siege before. The AI doesn't pussy out. Hey. I hate sieges. I hate sieges. Oh, so it literally can't go above 29%. That's annoying as fuck. Maxed out on the phase progress modifier. Because it's not placated. Interesting how two 14% options have happened, but the 30% option has not. Austria, can we be friends? Why can't we?
Tried to move my fleet to blockade it for you, but
Got slapped around by the Danes.
the English could easily do it, but they're choosing not to. The English could have helped me in that battle, and we would have won, but they just decided not to.
They decided, oh wait, there's a bird. Let me go examine this bird over here. This is a very interesting bird.
I need Stettin to fall though, like immediately, because we're gonna lose Holstein and Koldig.
Need what to fall?
Stettin.
Yeah, I need Stettin to fall immediately too. Can you get your peace now without?
Well, I'm
no?
gonna have to peace out in a couple months here if it doesn't fall without separate piecing Pomerania. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose a bunch of war score without Holstein and stuff.
Can you get the peace right now that you want from Denmark, or no?
Yeah, I could peace out now. Yeah.
And if you go to Pomerania, they're still being cunts about it. If that happens,
Well, we don't
if you
own
need
any
to
forts, so I doubt they're gonna peace out.
if you're only asking alliance breaking, they might take it. Actually, you could even only get rid of. I really only need Brunswick and Denmark gone. Braunschweig und Denmark.
Oh yeah, they would give that. You're right.
Yeah? Cool, well, I'm good. Of course, I get like a morale modifier. This is a dumb game. Am I gonna lose this battle? No, I'm not. Oh, nice. I just wiped his army. Oh, that's excellent too. All of this is fat. How'd you get wiped? Stupid.
Do you want to ally?
They want to break with TO though, because Poland's going to attack TO, and then, or maybe not. Maybe they don't.
Because Poland is at war with them.
Ah, there it is. It's good. Then I can maybe get away with vassalizing Saxe-Lauenburg in this. I can't even take all of Pomerania.
I can do 3 speed now if you want, because I'm just sitting around.
Nope. You fall behind on 3 speed though, pretty badly, weirdly. Weirdly. If it's my shit internet or your shit internet that's doing it, I can agree we both have shit internet. It's just unclear on whose fault it is. That will piss off too many people. That will not piss off. Too many relationships. I might have to break our alliance for a bit before I end with Poland. So, I'm gonna need Poland to be my hammer.
Oh no, you're my one true friend. It's okay. I'm up here
True.
in the north. No one will attack me. It's very unlikely.
Oh, whoa, that's... Wait, they changed that. They changed that. What the fuck? You can no longer annex a vassal if he has a province you can't core. That, like, kind of fucks you up in the Empire, though, because the whole half the thing in the Empire is you're supposed to, like, leapfrog over people. Am I crazy, or...?
Trying to think. I think you are right. I think you used to be able to integrate without touching them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so, too.
they did change that in one of the patches.
Very annoying change they decided to make. Prove it at all.
Well, you
Hey.
can still use him if he's loyal to like make claims on his neighbors.
This... Cool. That'll do. Oh, you sass man. Sorry, Imperator. You had the chance to be my friend.
Just don't piss him off too much. It's not fun getting invaded by Austria and his
Nope.
fucking 40 allies.
Nope. No, I mean, I still have, like, pretty... Oh, no, he's hostile towards me now. He has desires to conquer some of my territory for... No, he doesn't. It's just a...
How do I, release a vassal again? I see it.
Good man. Alright. Yeah, I need to break our alliance for now. Once I integrate a guy or two, we can re-ally. Is that alright?
Sure.
Oh, see, I'm losing 2 a month on too many relations. I did not anticipate this war working out this way. And Bohemia and Poland are allied. Quite irritating.
The Ottomans, the Venetians, or the Ottomans, but they would still defend. Oh, fuck you, Pope. They would still defend Siena to the death. It's like, come on, guys, get your priorities straight. And honestly, if you're playing the Venetians right now, I mean, you know, you'd be pretty stressed out. You wouldn't be like, nah, man, we're gonna defend Siena.
So do you want to do like... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, they probably won't defend Siena. Like, when the Ottomans start wrecking them, they'll probably be like, ooh, oof.
You want to make our border like you get Schleswig, and then I get Holstein and Dithmarschen? Like modern German Spanish border?
I mean, Schleswig is a part of the same state, so I don't really give a shit, to be honest. No strong feelings either way.
I'm obviously down with imperial borders, so obviously.
I'm debating now if I should stay Swedish ideas or swap to Orthodox Russia.
Not Protestant Russia? What the fuck?
I think you have to be Orthodox to swap over to Russia. So I could go... Yeah, Orthodox is a very good religion. Just weighing the variables. Sweden has good ideas. I don't know how they compare with Russia's, though. Let's have a Google while we're sitting around.
Google it. Google it. Smugglers running rampant. Classic. It's sort of funny that like I don't want to rival any of these people. Guess I'll rival Mach. As the Denmark. Have you guys noticed that the Renaissance style hasn't popped?
I did notice that, yes.
Weird. 54 is quite late.
It doesn't look like you have to be Orthodox to form Russia.
Protestant Russia.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm thinking maybe Calvinist Russia this game.
Let's go.
See, the issue is if I stay Swedish ideas, I don't get Siberian frontiers. Sweden does have better combat modifiers, but Russia just gets a shit ton of manpower. Yeah, so I'd be trading in like their awesome infantry combat ability for just manpower, like insane manpower. Hmm. Yeah,
It's a different way to play.
I guess we'll form Russia. Well, actually, I don't have to take Russian ideas when I click it. Hmm.
You don't. So, yep. We form Russia either way.
Yep.
Get them free cores, playboy. Or form Scandinavia, and then still just go into Russia and be like, fuck you guys. Yeah, gross is Scandinavian. Culture convert all of Russia to Swedish. How much better of a world would we live in now if that was the case? Sid, how do you feel about Russia?
IRL or in this game?
IRL.
I think a lot of Russia's a meme in the Western world, and there's a lot of people on the internet who hold it up and praise it and go, "Wow, what a and well, on in the right anyway." And they go, "Wow, what a it's untouched by degeneracy, right?" While simultaneously, the HIV rates are skyrocketing and drug abuse is skyrocketing.
Yep.
And then they go, "Oh well, look, they're standing up for Christian values, and and this is the right making this argument right on the internet." And they go, "Oh, look at them, they're standing up for traditional Christian values, right? Well, simultaneously, 20% of the population is Muslim, and the Russian government it is sort of basically on the side of the Muslims, right? So they sort of have an image of Russia being something that it isn't, and they you got people going like, oh, if only we were like Russia, and then you're like, no, if we were like Russia, we'd be in even deeper crap, right?
Sure.
I was looking up a while back the just all the different ethnicities in Russia and all the different like autonomous republics that they have, and I'm like amazed that they can even like function as a country as with centralized as it is.
Yeah, Russia's terrible. Insightful analysis here.
So I was looking up all the
France.
little tribes like on the other side of the Urals and up in the Arctic Circle, and they got all the Muslims and the guys in the Caucasus that are in there. It's just a hugely diverse country. Crazily diverse.
Renaissance is 65% present in Berlin.
Yeah, one thing, it was funny, I was talking to this girl, this was a few years ago, and she was from Uzbekistan or Kazakhstan or one of those, like one of the former Soviet republics in like Central Asia, and she was telling me how like it was really weird because in Central Asia, like their countries actually improved noticeably under the Soviet Union, and then when it collapsed, they just like lost all the like good stuff that the Soviets built, and it was just sort of funny because like they built industry, they built roads, they modernized. Like you have this idea of like Eastern Europe like went to the Dark Ages under the Soviet system, but like Kazakhstan and all those guys, they benefited from it quite a lot. Or she was saying anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
So why did they declare independence from the Soviet Union then?
I don't know.
Because they were still Russian vassals, which is not it's a non-trivial issue even if you do get a lot of economic benefit out of it. So this is not a corollary for the EU. Before you
why
think
did you
too hard.
leave the EU?
It's
That was
the
my next
relationship
question.
between Kazakhstan and the USSR is very different from the relationship between the United Kingdom and the EU. You seen how you guys are looking at like 9% GDP depreciation over the next few years? This ridiculous self-inflicted wound.
I have been looking at that, yes.
How do you feel about your decision to vote leave?
I wish they would just get it over and done with and leave, even if there is no deal.
Rather than, let's say, rethink this stupid fucking plan and then not do it?
Yes.
Why is that?
It's worth a little bit of money to not be part of a European superstate.
Vote to leave the UN as well? Also a problematic institution that deprives you of your national sovereignty? Holds back that British exceptionalism?
Mac is just so Dutch in his attitudes. It's just funny to me.
We're a pragmatic bunch. We're like, bitch, you make money and shut up. What is all of this ridiculous emotional nonsense you're bringing into the conversation? Are you making more money now? Would you make less money later? Yes? Then shut the fuck up and don't do that. It's how we conquered the world once. Never forget.
You didn't conquer the world. You just went around juicing the natives for their
Yeah.
shekels.
Yes, you're goddamn right we did. Why? Because it made more money. At no point were we like, oh, our government is kind of complicated. Are we worried about the Oranges creating a monarchy? Are we worried about the Republic throwing off the House of Orange? We're like, we'll just figure it out. We'll balance as we go. As long as we're making money, I don't give a shit. Someone invades us, we're like, that's going to be really prohibitive to making money. Can we make peace? No? Okay, who do we hire to deal with these guys while we keep making money? Like, what's an army? I don't give a shit. We'll hire some people. More boats. Protect the ships, protect the shipping. British exceptionalism? I've met the British people. You're not particularly exceptional. They're a bit like Americans, to be honest.
Oof. Ooh, don't say that. That's just the worst thing you could say.
It's like you took the American mental outlook with the worst elements of Eurotrash and you fused them.
No.
That's what you get in Britain.
They kind of are like
the-
us. Yeah, I
The
see
Americans
the.
copied it.
As I've been following the Brexit negotiations, I've been like, these guys are like as dumb as fucking Americans are.
Yep. I'm telling you, I think my analogy is perfect. It's when you fuse the American retardedness with the worst elements of Eurotrash, you get the British working class at least. It's brutal to watch. Of course, the rebels get like a 4-shock fucking God King general, and it's like, oh, cool, I love this. How I wanted to spend my manpower dealing with obscene Pomeranian guns who reinforce faster than I do from their power pool of.
Oh, Manchester, we're at war.
I'm not at war. I didn't get
No,
called into
we
that
are.
for some reason.
Oh.
It's good. I'm very pleased.
Why
Wow.
are you at war with England?
France declared war on. What the hell is this? The Castilian Succession. The Castilian Succession War.
That's either way. You know who loses? All of us. I just want to make sure we're all
Wow.
on the same
France,
page here.
Spain, PU. There's nothing wrong
It's
with that
bad
at
for
all.
all of us.
Shouldn't like all of Europe be like War of the Spanish Succession, like everyone ally get? But no, that would be too complicated to do
I
that.
guess to be fair, in 1458, maybe not. Because everyone's still, this is pre-Westphalia, right? So everyone's still a little like, personal, you know, like you had Charles V,
True.
who was Holy Roman Emperor and King of Spain and all that shit. Like pre-Westphalia, the game was a little different. I'm still losing these rebels. I got so much fucking more soldiers than them. Oh my god, it's so
I
tilting.
just watched you route.
Oh my god,
funny.
it's so obnoxious. Where are they going now? Relocating to Stettin. Okay, let's get to Stettin. Defend. They probably won't get any penalties either. They'll probably just be like, oh no, yeah, we just magically are here. It's cool, right? Oh, fuck. Oh, of course, and I'm going right in. I hate this game so much sometimes. It's such a dumb game. Do you have any my like fucking vassals just help me deal with these cunts? I know the Pomeranian ones won't, but oh, I'm out of manpower. Wow, I'm literally gonna have to break my country dealing with these rebels. That's so cool. So excited about this. Oh, this is awesome. This is fucking amazing.
It's a big
I
rebellion.
love breaking my country.
Well, they're your
to deal with
vassal, so
one
it's just gonna defect to your vassal.
I love, yeah, who's gonna get rebellious as fuck because he's gonna get like as strong as I am. Oh, I love breaking my country to deal with bullshit rebellions. This is so cool. This is, oh, let's take some loans. Take some loans. I love this game.
Are you sure you love it? It sounds like you don't love it.
I love this game so much with all of its fucking bullshit. It's so much fun. I'm having so much fun right now. Can't you hear all the fun in my voice? I look forward to making these mercenaries and still losing this dumb fucking battle because of this bullshit four-shock fucking general.
Aren't you?
Oh, it's so
aren't
much
you
fun.
glad the people on the forum complained that the rebellions are too easy, and so they changed the rebellions to make them harder for you?
That was so cool of them.
Aren't you pleased?
That's so cool. You know, the only reason this is happening is because the emperor was like, wouldn't ally me, and was like, give me back this unlawful territory, and I was like, no. And now I just have to deal with this bullshit too, just on top of everything else. God, it's so tilting. What I'm gonna do? I love all this debt I'm gonna get here. This is awesome. This is so awesome. No manpower, full debt. Alright. And when this is done, I get to just AFK for 20 years while I wait for my country to rebuild.
So
Dumb cunts on the forum.
Novgorod allied with Denmark, but there was like Denmark had some debt, and there was like two opinion too low to join, so I kind of risked this here, but I was able to get a war without Denmark being in it, which is cool.
Oh, I'm so glad Poland has decided to declare war on Denmark. Well, I have this
Wow.
dumb
What is
fucking
it attacking?
rebellion going on.
Oh, it's attacking.
Yep.
Oh, in
Funding's
Sweden.
back.
No, it's Wargol is like the Swedish province, which is weird.
What? Oh.
In Skåne.
Skåne? Yeah.
Is that how you say
Okay,
it?
the good news is
Skåne.
Skåne. Skåne. Skåne. The A with a little O over it makes like an sound.
Uh,
Skåne.
Ugh.
Almost like scone, right? Same idea.
Skåne.
Skåne. Yep. Hooked up with a girl from Skåne once. detach mercs. Get rid of them. My maintenance on low. Really fuck them for removing that whole like not being able to integrate what's it called, like non-connected vassals. That's a dumb change they made. I really don't like that.
Oh, do you want to know an interesting story?
Of course.
So, one of the drivers at my workplace was out making a delivery on Wednesday. And while he was with a customer, someone, I'm not going to say broke into his cab, because he didn't lock the door, right? But someone went into the cab of his vehicle, and they stole his backpack, which had his car keys in, right? And then an hour later, a white Vauxhall Corsa turned up at our warehouse, and a couple of guys got out of it, and went onto the car park, and drove off with the guy's car.
That sucks ass. Holy shit. They're probably Albanian.
No comment, but...
I mean, you know me, I'm perfectly comfortable being racist against other white people. But they're Albanian. Yeah.
Oh, we don't know, because the cameras looking at the car park didn't catch the registration number of the Vauxhall Corsa. And the manager who told us didn't mention the race of the gentleman involved, so I've got no idea.
Yeah,
Probably Albanian.
Car thieving is a notoriously Albanian activity.
Yeah, probably Albanian.
Bunch of fucking gypsies they are.
There was an Albanian guy who got busted. It was like a set-up drug deal, and he was selling drugs to the police, undercover
Classic.
police officers.
Yep.
And he came to this. He's Albanian. He came to the country in 2004 as a 16-year-old. He didn't have any money, and he was put in a hostel. And they busted him at this setup drug deal, and he was driving a Land Rover worth about £50,000, and he had about £200,000 worth of cocaine in the vehicle with him.
Good for him.
So,
Sounds like
it
he
just-
made some good achievements in his life.
Just goes to show anyone can make it.
Yeah. If you're willing to take a certain degree of legal risk, there's a lot of money to be made. That is the truth. It's funny that historically Poland did not conquer Prussia. This game, it literally is just inevitable, which is kind of strange.
Well, they directly annexed West Prussia. It was the sort of ducal Prussia, what in this game is called East Prussia, that was autonomous.
Yeah. The point stands, though, Mr. Sid. Mr. Sid. The point, it does stand.
I mean, there was a reason for it historically as well, in that the West Prussia area was it was more urbanized, and the cities there wanted to be integrated by Poland, whereas East Prussia was rural and forested, and the nobles there were all descended from Teutonic Knights, so it sort of made more sense that let them do their own thing, right?
Yeah. With it. Je suis with it. Alright, so another 8 years of recovery and burning off infamy, and then I can do the next thing in this game.
Rip Venice.
They're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, they've just gotten out of a war with the Ottoman Empire as well, and Milan, so they're going to get their asses handed to them now.
A bit. A bit.
The king has
You're
no
not winning this
administrative
war.
ability at all, which is going to cause a civil war.
Classic EU.
He's extremely competent otherwise, but he just doesn't know how to run the country. He likes
Knows how to talk to foreigners.
Yeah, he likes meeting people. Likes the army. He's very competent at war, but just has a very short attention span otherwise.
That checks out. Hey, got 2 in a row. Just for the allies and acquire subjects.
Didn't there used to be like a Karelian Corps? Don't mind releasing this as a vassal up here, because it's all wrong religion, but it's no state to create.
don't know why you guys are complaining about the Renaissance. It's just so easy to.
Am I in range to get that from you, or no? Probably not, right?
I mean,
You're getting it in Sweden. I mean, the good news is when it popped, I pumped a bunch of points into Berlin to make it,
I can offer it. I can offer it to Mach. But,
yeah, offer it to me. I'll get it
Yeah, give
shortly,
it to Mac
so
and
that
I'll get it
works.
from him. Well, it goes to Stockholm, but nowhere else.
Knocking on his door.
knock,
Yeah,
knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, I'm 13% off from having it in Berlin. I pumped